Thank you for joining me today on Krista So Crafty. My name is Krista. Today we're going to be making a label. This is a label that I'm going to be putting onto a memory pillow, and I just thought I'd bring you along. First thing I need to do is get my material all ironed up. I'm actually going to use my Cricut to cut the hearts out. And so to begin with, I just need to make sure the material's all nice and ironed flat so that I can cut out a square and put it on my mat for my Cricut. I'm going to be cutting out a 12-inch square, and as you can see behind me, I got my supervisor there to make sure I'm doing this correctly. You know, he's always got to be there. I'm going to be cutting out the 12-inch square, and then I will place it on my cutting mat, and I will cut out the hearts on my Cricut. Now, my Cricut is just a wonderful tool that I have that allows me to cut out. I know a heart's not a very intricate piece, but it allows me to cut out pieces, and they're all going to be uniform in shape. And by using my Cricut along with the rotary cutting blade, I'm able to cut out these in like no time at all. This is just real-time footage right here, cutting them out, and as you can see, it cut them out beautifully. So the next step that I took is that I wanted to have the wording done in vinyl. So I used HTV, a black HTV, and when you do that, you always make sure you put the vinyl shiny side down on your mat. And here I'm just trimming it up so that it fits better on the mat. I love to be able to use my Cricut to make the wording and stuff for these types of labels. It's just, I don't know, I just like using that type of medium. So here I'm going to start weeding out all of the labels. So I'm making 4 different memory cushions at this point in time, and so I need 4 different labels for them. And it's quite easy to weed the vinyl. You just pull on the vinyl, and you have to be careful. You don't want to, rip the vinyl or anything. I keep calling it vinyl, and it is vinyl, but it's an HTV, so be sure that you're using HTV for this. And when you're doing this, you want to make sure on your Cricut, when you're creating it, that you mirror it before you cut it. Otherwise, it will be backwards. Here I have a heat mat where I'm putting the heart on top of it, and I'm going to place the HTV on top of the heart and get it laid out exactly the way I want it. And then I'm going to take a pressing sheet and put it over top. It's like a Teflon sheet, and I'm going to use my Cricut heat press for this, and I'm going to do 315 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 seconds. And with light pressure. This should be enough that it will make the HTV stick to the heart, and then we will take it off, pull away the protective sheet, and now I can pull this back, and beautiful, it's all done. So I do like to put the pressing mat back over it and give it a short little press again, just to make sure that everything is adhered properly. And just like that, you have a label that you can put onto a memory pillow, a quilt, whichever. So thank you again for joining me today. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Consider subscribing and be sure to click on that little bell to be notified when I upload a new video. Thank you for joining me again, and happy crafting.